scared that he won't let your internal clock go off in the morning? If not, you should be.
Yes.
I suggest you evaluate yourself and change some things around. In the Bible, there are many people who have requests before God and his son Jesus. In Genesis 32:24-30, Jacob wrestled with an angel and said, I'm not letting go till you bless my soul. That's a persistent request. How many of us have those? But in being persistent, are you doing what needs to be done to receive your answer or request? The one with the issue of blood was also persistent in her need to be healed. In Psalms 25, David prayed and asked God for grace and instruction. How many of us in praying to God for things also ask God to teach us in the process of fulfilling our requests? Say, Lord, whatever the lesson to be learned behind this test, please let me learn it so I won't go through it again.
Yes.
I'm doing that right now.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone knows the story of blind Bartimaeus in Luke 18:35-43. He heard Jesus was passing by in the crowd. He cried out to him, and Jesus asked him, what shall I do unto thee, Bartimaeus? He said, Lord, that I might receive my sight. Jesus said, receive thy sight. Thy faith has saved thee. How many of us are persistent and operating faith in our requests to God? But once again, in being persistent, are we doing what's necessary so God can answer our requests? There were many requests from us as a people for things to come from God in the Bible times until today. God, I need this. God, I need that. God, can you help me with this? God, I really need that. God, please help me with this thing. God, please get me out of this situation. And if you do, God, I promise I'll be more faithful to you. How many of us have said that?
Oh, yes. Amen.
Tell truth, shame up. What, if anything, are you doing in your life to prepare yourself to receive your requests from God? Are you even honoring any of his requests that he asks of you? So what is the ultimate request? God has many requests he's asked of us. His first request, if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning was, don't eat from the tree. Now we all know how well that request is. It really doesn't. Exodus 21-17, we all know the 10 Commandments. Don't kill, don't steal, adultery, fornicate, covet thy neighbor's things, etc., etc. In Leviticus 26:8, in requesting that we have no part of evil spirits, God said, be ye holy, for I am holy. If we read the book of Leviticus, it accounts for a lot of things or laws God requested from us. And the consequence for not doing so. Y'all got that? The consequence for not doing what God asked us to do. From tithing to obedience to him, from tithing from obedience to him and having no other idols or images before him. From cursing God's name or using his name in vain. From the weekly Sabbath to giving of your first fruits. From keeping a clean house to keeping a clean temple or body.